They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by
this running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mixon shrugs him off, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Mixon with a first down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
On the carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's
Mixon And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Third down. Third and long.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 46-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's out to Chubb, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Herbert under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now
3rd and long. It's Herbert. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Open man is Otts, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Mixon, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run on first down. Nixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by Todd Davis. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. They'll set up the screen here to Nixon. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The gun, it's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Number 88. Touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He's got a first down past the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. 56 to Mike.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And they are going for it. Herbert now. That's complete left side to Shepard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's got his tight end, Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Under 10, under 10.
Mixon with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Haskins. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert looking for Shepard deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Mixon. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
On the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And out.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Lions 20.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. He seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A loss of 2 yards.
On 4th down, Herbert flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. It's caught, Shepard. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
56, right there, 56. Let's go one more.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Lions. Mason Crosby on for the...
So this one's over. It's